Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to another episode of the Healer's Corner. While some of us are in the nice, warm area of Hawaii, and you did not smuggle me in your suitcase. So I am very, very put upon by that. You were supposed to sneak me on the airplane, ma'am.
I don't think cargo would have been your whole entire, liking.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it's very cold, very uncomfortable. Yes, I can fold up that small, but it probably wouldn't have been comfortable for, would you say, it's like a 12-hour drive or not drive, flight. So,
Fight.
yeah, that probably wouldn't have been very, I would have had to have stretched at some point. Um, but, so you are kind of on a mini-ish vacation. And I'm like, hey, why do you even want a podcast on your vacation? And you're like, because I want to talk about some energy basics.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
Hello, friends coming in. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We're going to go over some energy basics, and it might be a little shorter tonight because Maria is on vacation. And I'm going to kind of hold her to that to a degree. Like, you are not supposed to be working, ma'am. So, if energy healing is new to you, or if you are somebody who has been doing it, but maybe you've had questions come up, please feel free to ask. It is a safe space to do so. But let's get into our topic. So, energy, the living intelligence of healing and consciousness, understanding of it. Now, Maria, when you're doing it, how would you describe energy healing and how it works with that consciousness?
Energy in itself is life. That's it. It's in everything. It's in not just in the walking, humans and animals. It's in the furniture, it's in our clothing, it's in our hair, it's in the walls of our houses, it's in the the floor. Everything has energy, and there is no separation to it. It cannot be destroyed, but as a healer, you can transform it, or I can help the client transform it. So basically, like if you feel um, a little down, you might be disconnected to the harmony of it. So basically, I am not giving you my energy. What I am doing is facilitating, and I don't have to remove anything from you. I can use my awareness, my intention to help you. And what I'm doing is I am the conduit of absorbing all the energy around me, and then I'm giving it to you. So it's not my energy that I'm using the energy of the life force around. And it doesn't really have to be anything that I'm removing off of you. Although in pranic healing, I will. If I feel that there is a congestion, if I feel that there's a depletion, something is not. Everyone has their own frequency. Everything. We have our own vibration. We have our own frequency. So I have to figure out when I am in your energy field, what is your frequency level? So basically, I'm scanning your whole entire body, and I'm getting an idea of what frequency or vibration you have, because your frequency and my vibration may be totally different thing. Your vibration and my frequency might be different. So I have to kind of match and remove anything that may not be to your highest good.
So, when you say that everything is connected energetically, you were starting to say, like, even the floor, the walls, everything. Would you say that connection is because we're all interacting, we're moving into these fields? Is that how you would explain how everything is connected and why you're able to pull?
Um, we are basically in a huge ocean of energy. So some people call it energy web, some people call it energy cords, or some people call it energy grid. We are basically we're all connected. Um, and that's a very hard concept to sometimes phantom, because it's like, oh, I'm connected to what's going on into the government right now. I'm connected to what's going on into the school shooting. I'm connected to you all. We are all connected. The frequency, what and science have proven that because energy has a frequency and vibration, and physics have proven that there is a living vibration in our world. Our in spiritually, our consciousness is the one that serves a purpose. It makes that energy have a purpose. Like if I guess the analogy would be great is that when I first taught my son how to drive a car, I said to him, I said, this vehicle is just a vehicle. It's just standing here. It's ready for you. You are going to be in charge. How you're going to maneuver it.
Mhm.
You are in command. So our consciousness is basically the one that's maneuvering it. So if you feel disconnected, if you feel tired, if you feel frustrated, um, you have the ability to change that based on our awareness, and our intention is the most powerful tool that was given to us. And if you get connected to your body, if you get connected to your energy field, you will pretty much understand or know, why am I feeling so drained? Why am I feeling so down? Now, there's a possibility that you may have picked up other people's energy. Because we are also in a world where there is like multiple energy cords. We're in an energy grid, basically. Um, and there's no separation. But if you are completely aware of your own energy, you will know if you picked up on others. And you also will know how to transition that for yourself. You can do it physically. You can take a salt bath. You can take a nature walk, bare feet, with Mother Nature. You can do a meditation. You can sit down and just be completely silent, just to get back into the harmony of the grid, just to get back the calmness of the grid.
How
Does
would
that make
someone be
sense?
able to feel if their energy is blocked or stagnant? Especially if they're just kind of learning about energy work for the first time. How would they feel their energy and then understand if it's not flowing as it should?
It's actually getting to know your body, having a friendship with your body. Your body is the one. It gives you telltale signs. You know, I can get up really energy and very positive, and then sometimes in the day I'm feeling so down. I'm feeling so I'm kind of tuning into my body. And so at that point I said, okay, what do I need to, I need to take a walk, or I need to sit down and meditate at least for 5 minutes. Not listening to a meditation, but listening to my breath. Just being connected to your body. And it's just taking that pause and that time to get to know your body, basically. You get it, this is the machine that's like a lie detector. I love it.
That kind of goes into one of the talking points I believe that you provided is like, how does our consciousness or intention affect our energy? But I guess like the main purpose is taking the time to be aware first so you know what
Hmm.
intention to set.
Yeah, yeah. Making a friendship with yourself, basically. Our emotions is always moving energy. So I can be feeling sad and down, but if I said, you know what, no, I'm just gonna do something, and at an instant my mood will change. I can go outside. I can walk barefoot on Mother Nature. and my mood is completely changed. I can listen to water. I can watch I can even put a CD just listening to water and my mood changed. So it's basically just listening and building a friendship with your body. Your body is the machine that gives you the telltale sign, something you need to pay attention to. Your energy needs to,
Hmm.
So that's the basic. There is absolutely no right or wrong way. But for me, it works that I pay attention to what my body is signaling to me.
Now, you've mentioned like sometimes during your day you might start feeling, low, either low energy, low mood. Maybe somebody else might feel overwhelmed. Can that, and I want to say like air quotes, negative energy or emotional feeling be transformed then pretty easily into something positive
hmm
just by setting that
Like
in?
if Yeah, you can set it in motion. It happens instantly. Like you can be feeling down. For me, I love the color yellow. If I see anything that's a color yellow or color blue, it just instantly changed my mood. So it doesn't necessarily have to be listening to a meditation tape. It doesn't have to. It could be listening to a music that you like. You know, it could be a music that you heard when you were growing up that made you happy. It could be a color, because colors also has vibration and frequency. Yellow to me, is a happy color. Blue is a calm color. You know, it has a vibration and frequency. So colors that you are pretty much pulled to, black, there's absolutely is just, you can make anything that you want with black.
Mhm.
You can, it's just so open. you know White is pure, pretty pure, pretty, um just kind of calm, and it's like purity, breathing, clear, clean. Black, I love black because it's like so open. You can, it's like a canvas. You can take a black canvas and put anything that you want. I can put all the colors of the rainbow if I want. The frequency is just so open.
Mhm. Black gets a red rap color wise, honestly. Um, and black is usually signified of like knowledge, wisdom, which is why a lot of
hmm
graduation robes and hats and everything are in black. It's a status symbol. It's also very protective.
hmm
So, if you're feeling maybe overwhelmed or whatever, maybe you need to protect yourself, and black could be a good color that way. And I think we just stumbled on an idea topic of a whole color. I'm making notes over here. Like, here's a idea for a night. We're going to talk about some colors and what they can do. Because a lot of that also translates into candle spell working too. So those
hmm
colors are what they are. They do what they do. Use them
hmm
correctly
Oh
and
yeah,
it'll work. Guys, feel
yeah.
free to ask questions, comments on energy work if you're new, or even if you have been doing this a while, but you've had, some interesting things come up in some sessions. Safe space, feel free to ask. Um, Again, this one might be a little shorter because Maria is in Hawaii and enjoying herself while, I'm here in Ohio freezing. Thanks, Maria. No, I love that you're there, and I love that Isaiah is getting to, see the family land and, because this is his first time in Hawaii, right?
Yes, it's his first time in Hawaii, and a lot of people, Hawaiian, and I was like, yes, it. They don't realize I'm his mother, okay, because we don't look anything alike. He is a Hawaiian. I go, yes. I said, and then they go, and you are. I go, I'm mixed.
Mhm.
I'm completely mixed. I go, I'm a complete mixed child. So he really pulls in the native, the Hawaiian. He pulls in the way he looks. He just pulls it in. So
He's walking more native than you are, at least in appearances, right? Which is hilarious now that you're explaining it.
yeah,
I'm like, first
yeah.
time in, and he's getting all the attaboys for like, and then who's this weird thing?
hmm
So
Yeah. Who are you? When they find out I'm the mother, it's like, oh, you're
Did you
mixed. I
kidnap
go, yes,
him? Did you kidnap him? Now, kind of back on topic here. And I know we talk about this a lot, and that's forgiveness. And I feel like that can be a big shift for our energy. Like, do you agree? Like, forgiveness is a huge
yes.
role in shifting.
Forgiveness and also compassion. That is a huge shift. When you do, and a lot of people have said that, it's, well, so and so did that. I go, it doesn't matter. Forgiveness is not about forgetting. Let's get that clear. Forgiveness is about lifting the situation, lifting the residue of that energy, just lifting it up, let it transmute. So forgiveness and compassion, once you do the forgiveness work, compassion will come in for yourself. And then everything else is just good. It's like a huge big ball. It's just gonna get loosened up.
Mhm. So Kathy says, I find certain scents can bring on certain moods. For example, chamomile can be calming.
Yes, yes, because of the vibration of the scent.
Mhm.
The vibration of the scent. For me, lavender is very soothing. Is very peaceful. I love lavender. When you get into the sleepy mood, lavender is it for me.
So I'm kind of the weirdo, right? Like cinnamons and cloves tend to be more energetic, but to me they're very soothing because to me it equates to that nice fall, the hunker down, eat carbs, sit in a blanket. So that's soothing to me, even though
Hmm.
energetically those scents are usually very much get up and go type
Hmm.
scents.
Hmm.
Chair Bear would like to know if you brought any of the skulls with you to see your homeland.
I have just one of them with me. Shh! I had to sneak them into the air in my bag, because I really don't want them to. What is this? A lot of people don't understand that. So I do have one of them with me, um, but the rest of them I call in their energy, because that's another thing about energy. You can call it in. You know, I had a nice talk with my skulls before I left, and I said, I am going to be calling you in if I need you, and I call them in. They're pretty much around me, but I do have my little. I call them my little Max.
Well, it's nice that you were able to bring one. Is it one of Grandma's that you brought with you, or no?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
it's a little one. It's a little one.
that is
Yeah.
so like perfect. Um, because it's Grandma in Hawaii. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, she's been with us the first couple of days. We kind of felt her. We couldn't even huckle down and get settled. And I kept on getting up, and I said, "Grandma, please, I need to sleep. I am not walking around, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I need to
Mhm.
sleep."
She went nonstop. I'm not surprised. Um, I couldn't keep up with her when she was here with us on this side of the experience of life. Um, now, how can people protect or cleanse their energy in daily life?
Like I said, take the time, pause, give yourself 10 minutes. Okay, you don't even have to do a meditation. Just quiet your mind and listen to your breath. I like sometimes when I can't quiet my mind, I go outside in my backyard. I have a tree and I lean my back against the tree. Um, you can also do your intention. You can intention and just be aware. I usually sometimes I say, okay, I am upset about something. I don't know what I'm upset about, but in order for me to figure it out, I need to get this cleared, get the clarity. you know. Sometimes it doesn't happen instant. I do feel better once I acknowledge it. Once you acknowledge an energy, instead of trying to deny it, it does release, and you get the clarity of it.
Mm.
What is going on, why you're feeling this way, why your emotions started shifting. Because sometimes I ask myself, I said, I was happy, feeling happy about an hour ago. What in the world happened? you
Mhm.
know and I acknowledge it. I'm feeling down. I acknowledge it. And once, what it's like, to me, it's like a little kid. Once you acknowledge something, it has to be released, or they have to stop.
I mean, that makes
So yeah, it's like, if you keep, it's something going on the side of your eye, but you're not acknowledging it, so they keep doing it and keep doing it. Once you acknowledge an energy, it will be released. It happens instantly.
Now, once that's released and starts rising or becoming lighter, to me, it feels like you might even automatically feel that. But,
Hmm.
what might be some clues for somebody new to this that, now their energy and the energy around them is starting to raise now that they finally, like, this is what's bothering me and I'm going to start working on letting it go.
The first is that you start feeling better. You start feeling lighter. You might necessarily don't know that it's the energy around your environment is being affected, but you will know what's happening to you. Your mood has changed. Whatever it is that was upsetting you, or whatever it is that was bothering you, you can't remember. It has changed. You released it, you let it go. I Sometimes that's the best thing for you to do, especially if you were in that mood of being upset about something. And we all get that. It's something that we have witnessed, something that we have observed. And if you just acknowledge it and said, okay, I don't know what I'm upset about, I don't know what I witnessed, I don't know what triggered me, but you acknowledge that, and then you start feeling better.
Mhm.
So it's like the energy is lifting. You acknowledge it, so it will be released. I know it sounds so simple, but it really is. Energy is simple. You can always transform or transmute the energy into a peaceful and calm, and you can always let the light come in and lift the darkness.
And I think sometimes too, being aware of what is yours and what is somebody else, like somebody else having a bad mood at your workplace will influence everybody. So that's a great example
Mm-hmm.
of how the energy can be shared even unintentionally, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, making sure that you are keeping yourself in an even keel, not only for your own peace of mind, but it's going to affect those around you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Perfect example, the person in line at the grocery store who is hating the fact that there are two people in front of them and they're sighing, they're huffing, they're shifting, they're making comments, and they're making everybody else around them uncomfortable for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have been in a good mood, you stand in line, and now you're like, why am I feeling antsy? Well, that's because the guy,
Mm-hmm.
a person or two in front of you, is putting that out there. So,
Yeah, and it's funny because as energy workers, we can take the initiative to do something about it. But when you're a regular person standing in line, what you can do is that once you get out of there, you just do the shift. Like, okay, I witnessed this. Um, Unfortunately, that person was having a bad day, but I am not having a bad day. And you acknowledge it, and so it will be released. That moment in time that you picked up that energy from that person that was having a bad day, you just released it once you acknowledge it.
mhm.
you know um but as, like, a little bit like energy workers, like workers, we know how to work that through. Sometimes when I am in line and I am witnessing something, and I know I'm starting to pick up, on that energy, because like I said, we are in the energy grid. That's it. There's energy. It's, you can call it a web, you can call it multiple chords. That's basically how it is in this world for us. So basically, when I'm in a line and I'm witnessing something and I know I'm going to get triggered soon, I am just putting a lot of pink in that field. I'm just, just bringing in a lot of pink energy, because pink kind of calms things down. You
Hmm.
know, um, sometimes if it's not pink, spiritually, I get the sense of blue. So I start putting blues just to calm the energy down.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I will try to find either, like, if there's a little kid in line and they're having a good time, like, I'll interact with the kid just to kind of keep putting out, trying to
Hmm.
override, that going. Even though in like our shamanic tradition, we do not need permission to pull that heaviness off, because the way we see it, if you are putting it out there, you are giving permission because you are flooding the area. So you've already given permission
Hmm.
by sharing it. And so now I have permission to just pull that off and not make everybody suffer your bad day. Um, but if it's making other people uncomfortable, I will try to make a joke. I'll try to keep the people around them, in a lighter
Hmm.
mood, kind of take their attention off of it so they're not kind of being forced to be in that type of mood as well, which is hilarious because I am the person that I'm like, leave me alone, don't talk to me. But in this instance, I'm like, nah, not everybody has to feel like that. So it's a great example of how energy ripples out, not even
Hmm.
in a verbal way, just what you are putting out there, your body language, your facial expressions, just kind of affects other people. So it's like you are kind of responsible for your own actions, not only for your own peace of mind, but to make sure you're not ruining the peace of mind of people around you.
Hmm.
Just because you don't like waiting in line, that's not the rest of us. That's not our problem.
No, no.
um, so, um, let's see. Okay. We kind of talked about the rippling out and affecting other people, even in public. Um, Now let's get into raising the vibration of the planet. So I have heard this for years and years and years and years, that we need to raise the vibration, if even to get to the next dimension. And all of our guides say it's coming. And I'm like, I feel like that's propaganda. Like, it's been coming for 100 years. What does it mean for you, Maria, in raising the vibration of the planet?
For me, it's actually bringing light to the human consciousness. It's I always see a level of human consciousness and then spiritual consciousness, and I have pretty much put myself in the human consciousness just to feel it. I did this during COVID. Not a good thing. I was curious, so I said, okay, what is the consciousness that's going around right now in the shutdown? It took me about a good day and a half to kind of process it. Um, it's a human consciousness is like, this is the playing field in Earth. Everyone is contributed to the human consciousness. Everything that we ever said, everything that we ever felt, uh, emotionally, about ourselves and also others, is also gone into the human consciousness bucket. So when you have that bucket, what I did during COVID is like, even though I was curious, I wanted to feel it. What what I did is, after I processed it, I went back in and I said, and I kind of, with my intention, put in a lot of light. And I knew that some people might get hit hard if I put certain colors to them, to the light. I just do white because white is a very soft. So I just did white light. And I took earth and I went in there and I just went ahead and blast the light, the white light, the brilliant, brilliant white light. So that's pretty much what it means to me. Um, and that's something that I have learned doing my my spiritual healing practices and workshops and whatnot. So that's how I can contribute to the human consciousness, how I can bring the light in. I I'm like you, Melissa. I said, this is you guys have been talking about this next evolution. I have come to find out there is no next evolution. This is the evolution right now. And what we need to do is bring in a lot of awareness, forgiveness, and compassion, awareness for ourselves, awareness of what's going on in our immediate world, and also the world that's going outside our immediate world. So it's like a layer of onions. This is how I was taught. You got your yourselves and your lessons. Then you get the dynamics of the family, then you get the dynamics of your community, then you get the dynamics of your state or your country, and then you get that dynamics of the world. So it's like a layer of onions of energy that we're dealing with. So the you can't control what's going on in the world, but you can control what's happening to you and how you feel about it. And you can put that energy out there, you know and same thing with your family. You can't control, you don't know their life lessons,
Mhm.
and it may be good, bad, or ugly. And but you put when I see that one of my children is having a bad day, what I do is if I can't be with him, if they lock themselves in the room and don't want to be bothered, I just give them a lot of love. I just give a lot of love, to them. And sooner or later, they do come out of the room, when they want to talk. But initially, if they didn't want to talk to me, and you can't, you need to come here, you need to talk to mom, what's going on, they may not be ready. So I use the energy, I just put in a lot of love energy. And to me, that's a soft pink energy. And I just shoot it off to them. And then
Well,
eventually they come.
they may be still trying to figure out exactly what it is that they're upset about too. So
Yeah.
that could be part of why. And I think parents, like, we want to rush in and help them because we love them, right?
hmm
And we're like, oh my God, why doesn't my kid want to? They're still trying to figure out maybe how to even put it into words to communicate it with you. So it's very important to give that space and that grace and that time, because then it also builds trust between parent and child. I think,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, it does.
Fine. now, now, what would you say are some common misconceptions about energy healing and work, other than like it's going to fix everything immediately?
It doesn't fix anything. I'm not a magic pill. That's what I always have mentioned. We are facilitate the energy. If you feel disconnected, you feel drained, you can't figure out what's going on, you come to a healer. s- some people think that, oh, I just go and see a healer, then poof, automatically. No, what we're here to do is that we help to facilitate, to get you back in alignment. But it's still going to be your job to figure out, or at least build a relationship with yourself.
Hmm.
You know, um, we're not magicians. I wish I was. I wish it was. I can just wave my wand and say, "Poof, you're healed," but that it doesn't work that way. I don't know what your life lesson choices are, but I will be here if you need help. You can come to me, and I will help the best of my ability of what I was taught and what I also have learned on my own. But
Hmm.
ultimately, you are still responsible, of getting to know about yourself, your energy, and how you affect everyone around you.
So very true.
Yeah, and it's really it's a very deep thought when you sit down and think about it. It's like you're the ripple. Like Melissa, you kept saying this is a ripple. You are the stone. So do you want to be a stone to do a really bad or pretty big ripple, or do you want be a stone to help the ripple, keep going on and on and on and on in a nice, peaceful, calm way?
Be a tsunami of good and peace and
Hmm.
calm, not, destruction. But then
Destruction,
again,
yeah,
sometimes things need to be destroyed to rebuild. That's a whole other topic,
yeah, yeah.
Be
That
peace.
is. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, energy is so general right now, but there are so many avenues to deep dive into it. You
Hmm.
know, there's so many, um, and it's just everyone has their own interpretation of energy, and I'm pretty sure there's books about it. Even your own teachers, they have their own interpretation. That is part of being human. You get the foundation, understand the foundation, then you can build your own interpretation about energy and how you view it, how it feels to you, how it moves for you.
All right. So, what is the one big, most important takeaway for our topic tonight?
Energy is a current that is in everything. There's no separation. It cannot be destroyed. There's no separation, but it can be transmute and transform.
That's
That's
like
what
a
it is.
mic
That's the
drop with
biggest.
energy healing. Mic drop. Well, guys, if you have any questions for Maria or myself on the whole energy healing and some basics and understanding, safe space, please feel free to go ahead and ask. Otherwise, this will be a shorter one here since Maria is in Hawaii and I'm choosing to live vicariously through Maria in Hawaii. I hope you bring back some of the warmth with you, ma'am. I may or may not saw some snow next week already in the forecast. Not happy. Not happy about
No, no, I'm coming home. There's no snow. I'm putting that out in the universe.
that.
That's my
Okay. I
energy.
appreciate
There's no
that.
snow.
Yes, bring back the non-snow energy with you, ma'am. Blanket
Yes.
Ohio in it, please and thank you. Um, but well, thanks for joining us, guys. I don't see any questions coming in. So, Maria, I hope you enjoy your time there. How much longer do you have in Hawaii before you come back?
We come back on the 8th. We
Okay.
come back on the 8th. That's why I hope that you block me from the store.
You keep talking. I'll go look. Yeah,
Because I'm
no,
here in the plane.
yeah, you are blocked off the scheduling. Nobody can book with you for the 8th. So,
Okay. Yeah, we were leaving here about maybe 4 in the afternoon, but since the time difference between Hawaii and Cleveland, technically I will be back Sunday. I'll be in transit between the 8th and 9th.
good Lord, that's a long flight, right? Enjoy Hawaii. Um,
Yes, thank you.
um, I always say, like, I would like to go visit at least once. And then you reminded me that it's like a 12-hour plane ride. And I'm like, maybe not. Maybe not. That's a long time on a plane, you know.
Yes, it is.
My knees and hips already hurt sitting thinking about sitting there for 12 hours in crowded airplane, you know.
And you go to 3 different time zones. You go Eastern, you go Central, and then into the Pacific.
Oh no. That is all you, ma'am. I will figure out, even though I've not been there, I will figure out how to throw my consciousness over to the island for free without flying for 12 hours and go enjoy the beaches and promise Pele that I am not going to try and take one of her rocks home with me. I don't need her
Actually,
angry.
I am actually going to the Pali Lookout tomorrow. I make a stand. I'm gonna make a stop at the Pali Lookout because that is one of the mythology where Pele reside. Also, she doesn't just reside in the volcano in the Big Island, but I'm going to go there and just to say hi.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Have
just to say
fun.
hi and just sit there and just be communing with the energy of that sacred spot.
Okay. Be like, hey, I'm back. I'm enjoying my time home for a bit.
Yeah.
Um, I hope you enjoy. I know you enjoy. I don't have to say I hope. I know you will, and I hope your son's enjoying his time, and um, maybe he's the one who doesn't want to come back. Because I'm like, why is he coming back? And maybe it's him who's like, I can make jewelry from Hawaii. I can see him saying that. And I
Yeah,
can.
he's been looking at a lot of them. Yeah, he's been looking at a lot of the jewelry stores. Just curious what the jewelry look like. Yeah.
I'm telling you, watch him open up a jewelry store there in Hawaii. Um, can't be mad at it.
Did I have a reason? I have a reason to come here more.
That's right. And when you
See?
retire out and you have your home, that's where I come visit. And you're like, I have a friend. All for personal reasons, Maria. I need you.
Uh-huh.
And then when I get my place in Tucson, flying from Tucson is shorter than flying out of Cleveland. So,
Yeah, there
so
you go.
well, thanks for joining everybody. And thank you, Maria, for taking time out of your Hawaii trip to talk about some energy basics with us tonight. And because of your vacation, that's why we didn't have a long episode. And that is okay. I love that because I get to be the one to edit. And I love that. But well, thanks for joining, guys. And we will see you next week for another episode of the Healer's Corner. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Okay. That